Hello folks, this is Sula speaking and you're listening to a commentary video for League of Legends, this one featuring Renekton. I'm once again going to be casting a video from a replay that was sent to me by my friend Atlas. Atlas uses the username Bertrand de Horn, so you can see he's up here in the top right side of the screen. This is going to be a solo queue game, so this is not with a pre-made team. I usually try to cast games that are based on pre-made teams, but this is actually going to be a solo queue normal game. As you can see, it's normal because there's the same champs on some of these teams. So you can see we have a solo queue team here based on Renekton, Kayle, Kassadin, Ryze, and Maokai against Caitlyn, Vladimir, Renekton, Malphite, and Master Yi. There are some interesting summoner picks. That's the first thing that struck me. I have not seen this video all the way through, so I'm not exactly sure what happens. I'm assuming that this is a good Renekton game because Atlas said this game went pretty well before he sent it to me. But you see some really weird summoner choices here, like heal, teleport, Kayle. That's a little bit interesting. I think I especially like this, the Clairvoyance Fortify Caitlyn. So that's a Caitlyn with absolutely no escapability whatsoever. Well, we'll see how that goes. I'm not exactly sure how good of a decision that is, but we'll see how that goes. Anyway, let's see. The main reason why I'm going to cast this game is I don't own Renekton. Oh, there's the Clairvoyance from the other team. I don't own Renekton. I've never played as Renekton, except I think one game against bots the week that he was free. So one of the reasons why I want to do this game is because I want to show a Renekton game. I've had a couple requests for that, and this seems like a good time to do it. One thing that we can do now that we have these unofficial replays from leaguereplays.com, and feel free to go to that website to download the program if you don't already have it, leaguereplays.com. One of the things that I can do now is show games that either people I know, friends I have, or other people have sent me. So I'm going to show you guys a Renekton game, and I'm going to be watching with you and try to figure out what happens. So let's see, Atlas has started by buying a Doran's Blade item. I'm not sure if that's the best starting item. I don't know that much about Renekton. Since Renekton is sort of tanky damage per second, tanky DPS, I would think more Doran's Shield for him. Since he's melee, he's going to be taking a lot of damage. I would think more Doran's Shield than Doran's Blade, but again, I don't know that much about this character. Don't know too much about him. So I don't know, maybe Doran's Blades work. I would think Doran's Shield, but oh well. Probably different ways to do that. Now, as far as building Renekton, Renekton has a couple things that make him different from other champs, things that make him unique. He has Rage. Well, he has something known as Rage. This is his passive. See, it says Renekton gains 5 Fury per attack. Or I guess it's not Rage. I guess it's actually Fury. I shouldn't say that. Renekton has this interesting gameplay feature called Fury. He gains Fury by attacking. And when he uses an ability, you can use Fury to do extra different things. It's normally more damage, but also some other things as well. None of his abilities actually use mana. You can see he does not use mana. He uses Fury instead. So all of Renekton's skills are based off of just straight cooldowns. For instance, you can see Cull the Meek here is his Q skill. Doesn't cost anything. It's just on a cooldown. So dropping those cooldowns is pretty key for Renekton. Alright, Atlas has put his first point in Cull the Meek. You can see when he does this attack, Renekton will deal damage and also do some lifesteal, and if he has more than 50 Fury, the Fury bonus is that you'll do more damage and you will get more life leech from it too, so you'll get more lifesteal. I, again, don't know that much about Renekton, but my understanding is most people generally max Cull the Meek first, so it probably makes sense to put points in this. It's a good farming tool. It also allows him to lifesteal back, and again, anytime that you're doing melee damage per second, melee characters generally going to take more damage than ranged champs because they have to get up close, and there you see, there it is, there's Cull the Meek using that, so you can see Atlas has put his first point in this. Well, this is actually interesting. We've got a double Renekton lane here, so this will really be a Renekton game. Anyway, so we've got a Kayle Renekton against Malphite Renekton lane here. Oh, and this Renekton's quite low. They can maybe kill him if they are able to attack here. And I can see Atlas has an Ignite, so... Well, anyway, it looks like they didn't go for it there, but they did a lot of damage to that other Renekton here. No, and here we go. Atlas is going to go in and engage again. Flash, I don't know why he flashed there. There's an exhaust from the other team. Oh, and there we go. Atlas's Ignite is going to draw first blood. I'm not sure he needed to ignite. Not sure he needed to flash out of that, but he did draw first blood there, so that's well done. You can see Kayle and the Kayle player and Atlas are both pretty low, but somebody should really probably be going back to heal here between the three of them. They're all quite low. I guess if they stick around and have Kayle heals, maybe they'll want to go after that Malphite. I don't know. He should be playing. This Malphite should be playing more defensively though, because it's a 2v1 here, even if Atlas and this Kayle player are low. Anyway, anytime that Atlas gets over 50 rage, or I keep saying Rage, it's actually Fury. Anytime he gets over 50 Fury, you can see that this bar turns red, and then he gains bonus effects on his skills. Actually, they both should probably be going back here. Yeah, I see Atlas types go back here. They really should both go back. Why? Because they pushed a tower. They're not going to dive this guy at tower. So that would have been a really good time to go back. Wow, they're wasting a lot of time here. This is not a good play by this Kale player. He should have gone back much sooner. Anyway, in terms of the Renekton mechanics, you can see when you use Call the Meek, with anytime you get over a 50 Fury bonus, you'll get that extra damage. More lifesteal, more damage. The Atlas at level 2 put a point into Slice and Dice. What this is basically the way that Renekton can get into and out of a fight quickly. He slices in and then can attack, and then he can dice back out again. So you'll see once he uses the slice, you can then use the dice again within, let's see, 4 seconds. Yeah, hitting an enemy grants the ability to use dice for 4 seconds. So you basically slice in and then you dice back out again. So you can go in quickly, attack, and then get back out again. So that's the use of this skill. Then the last point, let's see, I think, oh yeah, Atlas is going to put a point in this last one, Ruthless Predator here. You can see Renekton's W skill here. This is basically Renekton's stun. When you hit someone, the next attack stuns the target, and you get, deals damage and stuns, and you get a longer stun duration if you use the Fury bonus. Oh, anyway, this Renekton is tower diving. That's really dumb. Atlas is gonna, Atlas, I think he was able to get the stun effect, Ruthless Predator. They should be able to chase this guy down. Maybe not. Oh, now they're gonna go break off and go for the Malphite player instead. There's Call the Meek. Oh, they just need one more hit on these guys. Oh, and so they're gonna get the other Renekton player after all. That's interesting. He should have just kept backing out. If both people on the other team had just backed out, they both would have gotten away clean. So I can see Atlas is indeed off to a good start. 2 kills, no deaths. But that was pretty poorly played by the other team. They were tower diving. You don't want to tower dive against people who have a stun. You know, Atlas was able to get off the Ruthless Predator stun, and as soon as that happened, he was stuck there, and it took 2 or 3 tower shots. There comes the Fortify from Caitlyn. Fortify on Caitlyn. Very weird summoner choice there. So that's going to force them to back off. Again, this might be a good time to go back and purchase, just because, again, they're going to push this minion wave to tower, and then, you know, they're just going to have to back off. So, like, right now, it would be a great time to go back and buy. You push minions to tower. You can go buy quickly and be back in the lane. I mean, see, look, the Atlas and this Kill player are just standing here. They're not doing anything. I mean, they're just wasting time. Would have been a good time to go back and buy, especially since Atlas has all this. Oh, well, this Renekton is face-checking the brush. That's a mistake. There comes the Kale slow, and Atlas's Ignite's going to get that kill. So, wow, that was pretty bad. So, yeah, that was not a good play by this Renekton player. He just dove right into the bush where there were two people standing. So that was pretty poorly done. And oh, and Atlas got the kill. Oh, Atlas has got the kill again off of his Ignite. So he's now 3-0-0. Anyway, so hopefully you're starting to see the basic gameplay for Renekton. My understanding is that, generally speaking, you will slice in and then try to hit the enemy champs with Call the Meek or Ruthless Predator if you want the stun. So slice in, deal your damage, and then dice back out again is sort of generally the way to go. They've backed off because I believe the Rise player in middle said that Caitlyn was going to be coming down the river, and you saw the clairvoyance, so they backed out. That was a smart decision. Again, I don't know if Caitlyn actually was going down the river. I guess she wasn't. If she was, though, then that was definitely a good play. Better safe than sorry. Anyway, in terms of the farming stats, wow, the farming is pretty terrible in this game. Caitlyn's the only one who's actually farming well. Oh, anyway, now we've got another engage. Atlas has put a point in his ultimate. Dominus, I'll talk more about in a minute. Basically, gives him more magical damage, area of effect, and continuous fury buildup. But looks like this engagement's going to break off. Kale was getting low. Looks like he's just going to back off there, and now it runs out. Okay, so anyway, the Renekton ultimate, Dominus. I'm sure it's the Latin pronunciation, but I'm not the greatest at doing that. Anyway, deals area of effect damage. You can see 15, surrounds himself with dark energy for 15 seconds, gains health, deals magic damage per second, and he gains 5 fury per second. So, as you might expect, very similar to the Nasus ultimate, whatever the Nasus ultimate is called. It's like Fury of the Sands or something like that. So again, extra health, deals magic damage to everybody who's around him, area of effect, and then also continuously generates rage. Oh, now they're tower diving here. Let's see, that's Malphite stun, and Atlas is going to flash out of that. I guess I'm not sure he needed to use flash again there, but was able to escape. There's a kill in top lane on the Vlad player in top lane. Been mostly concentrating on this area down here because it seems like there's been seems like there's been more action down here. This might be, again, this might be a good time to go back and buy. It took a lot of damage. I mean, Renekton will be getting, Atlas's Renekton will be getting Kale heals, and, you know, he can lifesteal with Call the Meek. You can see Atlas has put most of his skill points in Call the Meek thus far. He's got 3 in Call the Meek and 1 in everything else. And I think that that's generally how people build Renekton in this game. Try to emphasize Call the Meek. Not sure why Atlas is just hanging out here in the bushes instead of farming minions or whatever. Okay, so there was nobody down here. And they, yeah, someone's pinging Dragon. There's a good chance the enemy team's going for Dragon. They probably should be going for that. So you'd think that they, is someone going to go over and check? I guess not. Oh well. Any case, it looks like it's back to farming. See, the reason why it would have been... Oh, this Renekton's going to face check the brush again. That's a mistake. Let's see. In comes Call the Meek with Fury bonus. There's the Ignite, and there's the Slice in and the Dice back out. Wow, that Renekton has done that like 3 or 4 times already. Just keep face checking that brush, and that's another easy kill. So 4-0-0 now start for Atlas, and he's obviously off to a really good start. In the middle, let's see, there's a gank on that Caitlyn, but it looks like she was able to get out of it. And that Maokai even took some couple tower shots as he stood on the trap. Again, normally I'd say it's a bad play just to stand here in the brush and hope that somebody walks in, but it's been working so far in this game, so I guess might as well. Oh, that's a nice slice in. Then he's going to hit on the Ruthless Predator stun on that Malphite and force him to back out. So nice play there. If that Kale had any mana, see that Kale has no mana. If Kale had mana, she could have ulted Atlas at tower, and then he could have tower dove with the what's it called, invincibility shield that Kale can give you. But no mana means can't do that. And let's see, Kale even says go B. Yeah, Atlas should probably have looked to go back. It's like right now is a great time to go back. He should definitely go back and buy right now. Why? Because once again, minions have pushed the tower. That means it's a great time to go back. And Atlas is not going back. That's what I would have done anyway. Because I mean, remember in this game in League of Legends, any time that you're not fighting, or or you're not farming, or you're not heading somewhere, you never want to just be standing in one place because you're wasting time. I mean, in the amount of time that Atlas was just standing there, and now again having to play defensive because it's 2v1, he could have just gone back and purchased. And see, look, Kale's already almost back. So like if you just go back and purchase quickly and then walk back to the lane, see, you're already here back at your tower by the time that the enemy minion wave has gotten here. So I mean, again, it's not terrible or anything. It's not an awful decision. It's just when you have 3,000 gold and you're just going to be standing around not doing anything, you might as well go back to base and purchase and use that gold. So oh well, just something to consider. You want to try to time your trips back to the store, and that would have been a pretty good time to do it. Oh, and now, okay, well, now this is not a great time to go back to base, because you can see this minion wave is pushing this tower, and they're going to do a lot of damage. Like a lot of them are going to die to tower, so there'll be experience to be had here. So that actually is not a great time to go back to base. Anyway, let's see what Atlas is going to buy. Pick up Ghostblade, good choice. Ghostblade always good on melee DPS, damage per second characters. You can see armor penetration, cooldown reduction. Cooldown reduction really key on Renekton, as I said, because his skills are not based on mana, they're just all based on cooldowns. And you can always do this, like even if you don't have the Fury bonus, you still can do the skills. So, you know, you might as well get max cooldown reduction so you can use your skills more often. And then I think Atlas was waiting to get boots before heading back to the lane. So anyway, he's on his way back now. Over here, I'm watching to see what happens with this Kale player, because she's pretty low. And this Malphite and Renekton players look like they're gonna. Oh, the Renekton is he's gonna dice in. There's the Malphite ult. Looks like they're gonna. Kale's gonna pop her invincibility shield, and Atlas is gonna get that kill with his Ignite once again. So Ignite actually working really well in this game. And here's the other Renekton, and this Renekton needs to run away. He's not going to win a battle against someone 2 levels higher. They're both going to ult, and yeah, Atlas is going to win that fight because he's 2 levels higher. That Renekton, I don't know what that Renekton's doing. He should have just left. Like he's not going to win that fight. Atlas also did not use his Ghostblade. If you're gonna engage in a 1v1, you might as well, you want to use the active, because it gives you plus 50% attack speed. That's kind of a big deal if you're gonna 1v1 someone. And now here comes Master Yi. This Yi is too low, too much damage. He's not gonna win. He should not be engaging. Yeah, so he's going to lose that battle too. I don't know why that Yi just straight up tried to fight. Renekton's pretty strong 1v1, especially when Renekton's 6-0-0 going into the fight. There's the stun with Ruthless Predator, and now Malphite is chasing for no apparent reason. Don't know why he's doing that. He's going to have to back off because if he goes into that 2v1 with Kale and Renekton, he's going to lose. Oh, there's the Renekton. Look what he did again. He just face-checked the brush once again. Now, Kale and Atlas were not right there, but if they had been there, that would have been an instant death. And now he's going to come out and fight once again. Again, he's 4 levels lower than Atlas. He should not be fighting this. This Renekton's going to lose if they try to straight up fight. And he's still fighting this. There's the Kale slow. All he needs is one more Call to Meek. And yep, there he goes. Down. Now, if Atlas can get off a stun here with Ruthless Predator, that's going to be another kill. Yep, there it goes. There's the Kale slow. Double kill. Wow, 9-0-0. So yeah, nice game. And that's going to send Atlas to Legendary status off that double kill. So wow, well done Atlas. But at the same time, this other team is playing really, really stupidly. I mean, I don't mean to take anything away from Atlas, but this is some dumb play. Consistently coming out and trying to fight, like in 2v1 and in situations where, yeah, like look at this Renekton, 0-6-0. Like, why are you coming out and trying to fight someone who's 3 and 4 levels higher? Also, after winning that fight, instead of walking up to the tower, they should have gone and taken this dragon. You score a double kill on bottom lane. Instead of walking up and getting 2 or 3 hits on this tower, you should have gone and done dragon. That would have been a better play. Anyway, up here, looks like there's a fight going on, 2v2 here. There's Kassadin getting off his silence. They're going after this Master Yi. Let's see, are they going to be able to finish off this Yi? Yi is using his meditation. Now Vlad's coming in. Actually, meditation actually working pretty well there. Oh, Kassadin really low, and yeah, they're going to get him. Let's see, Maokai is going to make it back to the safety of their tower. Wow, I thought they would get that Yi, but apparently they turned it around and were able to get a kill on this team's Kassadin player too. Alright, anyway, once again, the Malphite player face-checking the brush here. If Atlas and this kill player had been, you know, a little bit more ready for that, they might have been able to score a kill there.
An ally has been
and looks like they dove in top lane and finished off Maokai. So double kill in top lane. Let's see. Now here they go, fighting back and forth, and Malphite's gonna ult, and wow, that's a nice. They were able to get the kill on that Renekton player again. So that Renekton, yeah. See, this Renekton is just so underleveled at this point. There's not even that much he can do. And now they're gonna get. They'll get this tower. If Malphite comes forward to challenge them, they'll just kill him. What they really should do is, as they hit the tower, like walk back to over here, and then that way, as soon as the tower's down, they can either kill Malphite or at least back him off. Because they could have, they had a really good chance to not just get that tower, but kill Malphite too. But oh well, still a nice play. And now they are indeed, Atlas and this kill player are indeed going to go for dragon, and that's definitely a good play. You push down that tower, kill one, force the other one to retreat. Definitely good play to go take the dragon, which neither team has been contesting. This is a strange game for me to cast because neither team has a jungler. It feels almost like back in the day when I first started playing, and like, you know, it would be just 2 in the side lanes and no junglers, like right when I started. So I guess this is like a lower skill game. This is one of those solo queue games where just people didn't really know what they were doing, and it was just like a relatively low skill game. So oh well. I guess maybe in retrospect this wasn't the greatest game to cast, but oh well, I did want to show Renekton, so oh well. Let me look a little bit at the overall stats. Let's see here. In terms of farming stats, Atlas is doing quite well. Almost 80 minions killed in a side lane. Oh, I guess they got top lane there. Almost 80 minions killed in a side lane. This Ryze is doing okay. He's the solo. Caitlyn's doing pretty well. I mean, that's pretty decent if you've been in a solo lane the whole time. Most of these other farming stats are just awful, though. I mean, 35, 22, 44, 29, 39. I mean, that's just bad. If you're at this point at like the 18-minute mark, you've just been missing minion kills. Like, even if you're in a duo lane, you should be getting more minion kills than that. So anyway, like I said, I guess this isn't the highest skill level game, but oh well. A lot of people have made silly mistakes in this game. What are people saying here? Let's see. Oh, somebody said they suck AP. Is the AP? Yi? Oh, Yi's going AP, Master Yi? That's silly. Oh, Atlas should be fighting this guy. Atlas has red buff, and he's got Ghostblade. He should just fight that Malphite. He can kill him. Okay, well, I mean, granted, farming up that minion wave was nice, but he's got red buff. Like, there's no way that Malphite could have escaped if he just engaged and fought him, and he has a 3-level advantage. Yeah, and that Malphite is no ghost or flash. Yeah, so he should have just fought that. Like, that's an easy kill. Would have been an easy kill, and you can pop Ghostblade for the movement speed buff too. Yeah, 20% extra movement speed. So Yeah, I think that would have been a better play. Let's see. On this buy, Atlas is picking up Merc Treads. Seems fair. Phage, that's a good buy. Phage can be built into either Trinity Forest later on or Frozen Mallet. Either one seems decent to me. Again, I don't own Renekton. I never played as him, so I'm not 100% sure what the key items are, but seems like one of those items would be pretty good in this situation. But yeah, just feel like if you're in a situation like that, like you have red buff and you have a leveling advantage and you've got, you know, freaking 9 kills, you know, and somebody comes out to fight you 1v1, it's like just engage, you know, you should be able to kill them. As long as somebody else doesn't come over from the rest of the team, it should be a pretty easy kill. All right, doesn't seem like there's a whole lot happening right now here. Oh, there's a ping. Oh, I guess the other enemy team must have taken those golems. Yeah, they are in our jungle. So somebody from the other team went and took those golems. Not that big a deal. It's just the mini golems, not the blue buff main golem. Let's see. Yi is farming up a minion wave here, and he is apparently going the AP Master Yi route, which I think is pretty terrible. I mean, it's funny, but I don't think it's the best build. Oh well. Let's see, as far as rest of the game here, let's see, what are people building? Maokai is building straight tank, Rise going Rod of Ages. That's okay on Rise. I think that if you're going to play Rise right now, I think Tear of the Goddess is better to start than Rod of Ages, but I guess it's not awful. Oh, over here, Atlas is engaging. Oh, he's caught this other Renekton here again, and going to straight 1v2, but fortunately he's strong enough to win that. Oh, that's a pretty useless flash. I don't see what the point of that was. Again, not using the Ghost Blade, not using the active feature on the Ghost Blade. So Atlas was able to win that fight just solely because their Renekton is only level 7. Yeah, so 5 level advantage does mean you're going to win, but normally you don't want to engage 1v2 like that. Normally that's a mistake. Alright, Maokai is going to initiate here on the Caitlyn player. Going to go after her. Let's see if they can finish her off. Yes, they can get that. Vlad gets off a pretty good area of effect ultimate, although they do kill him. And there's the damage. Oh, Atlas really low. Terrible Malphite ult. Misses everybody, but he is going to kill Atlas with the Seismic Shard. Now Master Yi is entering and engaging. Somebody should stun him at the tower. That would have been an instant kill. Let's see, Rai is going to finish off that Malphite player. Master Yi is just about the only one left. Oh, there's a nice flash in. Rai's going to trap him in his room prison. Maokai going to come in with the stun, and there's another kill there. So that's going to be a 4 for 1. 5 for 1 if you count the previous Renekton, the kill on that Renekton. This Renekton's only level 7. He can't come out and challenge this 4v1. He's just got to give them that tower. If he comes out to challenge, he's just going to get killed. Like, all they have to do is turn and fight him, and they're going to kill him. Because he's just so underleveled at this point from dying 8 times. Yeah, no, this is a mistake. He should not be slicing and dicing in here. Yeah, you can see he just got burst down so easily. 4v1, I know these people are all low health, but 4v1, when you're that underleveled, you're going to lose. So, yeah, that was a mistake. Alright, anyway, it looks like that particular push is over. I mean, he did defend the tower, but he took it. Oh, and there's a surrender vote. Oops. Let me see if I can get a screenshot of that. I don't know if I got that. So, wow, early surrender. Only 1 tower down on the whole map, and the other team surrenders. So, wow. Yeah, not that competitive of a game. Alright, hopefully I got a picture of this screenshot of the stats. If so, I'll go check that out. If not, I'll just give some of my final thoughts here. Okay, here we go. I went back and pulled this out of the video footage. Always nice to just grab a screenshot with print screen. Print screen is your friend, guys. So here we go. These are the final stats from the game. 17-3 in kills. Atlas finished 11-1-1. Good Renekton game. Definitely legendary game for Renekton. Atlas did a good job of just taking advantage of mistakes that other people made on the other team. So well done. I would say, though, you might want to try using that Ghost Blade if you're going to buy it. You might want to actually use it when you're fighting Atlas. So keep that in mind. And you can try to time when you go back to the base, you can try to time that a little bit better, I think. As far as the rest of the team, I mean, it looks like that Rise player had a pretty good game too, 203. I didn't really see that Rise do too much, but I guess he did a relatively good job there. As far as the rest of the team goes, I didn't really see them do that much, in part just because this game was over so quickly. I mean, this was like a 22-minute surrender, so the game just ended really fast. Can't say I really like a lot of those builds, though. Some of the builds seem a little bit silly to me, like the Hextech Revolver on Kale, and overall the farming stats are not good, particularly to be at like 50 minion kills or 31 minion kills, that is just really low. On the other team, I thought their Caitlyn player actually played very well. I mean, you can see 0-1-1 didn't get a lot of help from the rest of the team. 136 minion kills is pretty good. And yeah, I mean, I thought she was in pretty good shape. The rest of the team, I mean, the Renekton player really was what cost the other team the game. He just engaged in positions where he shouldn't have engaged in, like over and over again. Even after he got underleveled, he just kept charging out to 1v1 people. And once you get underleveled, you can't do that. Like if you do that, you're going to lose. So anyway, not too much to say. This wasn't the highest skill game. I guess it's useful sometimes to just do a normal solo queue game. Like this is what a normal solo queue game looks like, just so you can see when I do all the pre-mades all the time that, you know what, when we actually do all the pre-made 5v5s, the level of play is significantly higher, as you'd expect. So anyway, short game, but I wanted to cast something so that you people would have something to watch this weekend. Again, hope you enjoyed it. I know that I have had better videos, but I hope this one was still enjoyable, and it was short. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Take care, check back later, and I'll see you again another time.